Hello everyone, this is Jayapendra Kumar. In this channel I am going to give a clear explanation regarding 10th mathematics with a bunch of videos. So if anyone needed a PDF of this textbook, please check the description box for the link. And please subscribe for more videos. And our first topic is real numbers. So we had already had a picture of these real numbers with different names in our 8th and 9th classes with the number systems with different names. So coming to the topic real numbers, we should learn some other definitions like what is the real numbers, what is the whole numbers and integers before knowing about these real numbers. So the first one is the natural numbers. So what are the natural numbers? A number which is greater than 0 is called as a natural number. So the examples of these natural numbers are 1, 2, 3 and so on. So next one is whole numbers. The whole numbers which includes positive integers along with 0 is called as a whole number. So the difference between natural numbers and the whole numbers is only the 0. Here in the natural numbers it starts from 1 and it goes to infinity. Coming to the whole numbers, it starts with 0. All positive integers along with 0 are called as a whole numbers. So 0, 1, 2, 3 so on, everything will call as a whole numbers. Coming to integers. An integer is a whole number that can be positive, negative or 0. So here coming to natural numbers and real numbers, these are only a positive numbers. Natural numbers are positive numbers without 0 and whole numbers are positive numbers with 0 along with 0. Coming to integers, both positive and negative numbers along with 0, that is from minus infinity to minus 2, minus 1, 0 and again from 1, 2 so on infinity, everything is called as an integer. So these are some of the examples of integers. 1, minus 3, 5, 17, everything comes as an integer. Next one is a rational number. A rational number is the number that can be expressed as a fraction of p by q of two integers. So the fraction of two integers, a number which can be expressed as a fraction of two integers is called as an rational number. So here we will denote it with p by q form. So the numerator is p here and the denominator is a q, and the denominator should be a non-zero integer, which means it should not be 0. So these are some of the examples. These can also be taken as examples of rational numbers: 1, minus 3, 5 and 17. Since for all these numbers the denominator we can consider it as 1, which is a non-zero denominator. So every integer falls under a rational number. All rational numbers can be written in the form of a terminating or non-terminating repeating decimals. So here every rational number can be written in the form of a terminating and non-terminating repeating decimals. So what is the difference between these terminating decimals and non-terminating decimals? So coming to terminating decimals, a decimal number that contains a finite number of digits after the decimal point. So for example 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is a rational number. So by dividing this 2 by 5, we will get an answer as 0.2. So which is the value terminated after 2. There is no other value other than 2 after 2, 0.2. So similarly here a decimal number that contains a finite number of digits after the if it terminates after some decimals, we call it as a terminating decimal. Example is 13.2. Now coming to non-terminating and repeating decimals. Non-terminating decimals is a decimal number that continues infinitely with repeated pattern. For example 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is a continuous pattern. It doesn't stop. So 1 by 3 gives us a value of 0.6666 bar. So it is a non-terminating continuous, since the digit is continuing 6. Sometimes it is a non-terminating decimal but a not continuous pattern. So here the example is 23.562, 562 so on. So it is a non-terminating continuous decimal. Now the next one is irrational numbers. An irrational number is a real number that cannot be written as a simple fraction. So which cannot be written in the form of a rational, that is p by q form, we call it as an irrational number. For example pi. This pi value we will use it regularly. The value of pi is 3.14159 so on. So it cannot be written in the form of a p by q. So we call it as an irrational number. And root 2 is also a irrational number. So it is a non-terminating, non-recurring irrational numbers. Now coming to real numbers, the set of rational and irrational numbers are called as a real numbers. So by adding these rational and irrational numbers, we will get a set that is maybe there will be a huge number of set which we call it as a real numbers. In a pictorial representation, in a sets representation, we can take it like this. So these are a bunch of irrational numbers and these are rational numbers. So here, coming to these rational numbers, all natural numbers can be called as a whole numbers. So here natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, so on infinity, and whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, so on infinity. So every natural number, 1 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number, every natural number is a whole number, and every whole number, that is from 0 to infinity, everything is an integer. Along with this whole numbers, minus 1 to infinity is also an integer. So this set of natural numbers exists in set of whole numbers, and this set of whole numbers exists in a set of integers. And finally, every integer, just now I had given example here, every integer can be written in the form of a rational number. That is, here the denominator will be 1, that is non-zero denominator. So every integer is also an irrational number. So these natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, everything will be in rational numbers, and the set of these rational numbers and irrational numbers, all these sets combining, we will get real numbers. All these are real numbers. So this is our real number set. This is about real numbers. So now coming to the first exercise of the chapter, identify whether rational numbers are terminating, non-terminating, or repeating decimals. So now these are some examples which we have to identify whether they are terminating rationals or non-terminating repeating decimals. So coming to the first one, by dividing this, first one is 3 by 5. So by dividing this 3 with 5, we will get a value of 0.6, which is terminated after one digit after the decimal. So it is a terminating decimal. Now coming to the second one, 3 by 4 is our quotient. So by dividing this 3 with 4, we will get a value of 0.75. So after getting 0.75, the remainder will be 0. So after 2 digits, the value is terminated. So again it is a terminating decimal. Now coming to this 1 by 9, by dividing this 1 with 9, we will get 0.111 so on. So but there will be no remainder as 0. We will not get remainder as 0 here. So this is a non-terminating repeating decimal. Here the 1 is repeating here. So it is a non-terminating repeating decimal. But coming to this 29 by 7, by dividing this 29 with 7, we will not get remainder as 0. But it is not a repeating one. Our value is not terminating, but it is also not repeating. Here the difference, I am trying to explain you the difference between non-terminating, repeating, and non-terminating decimals. So this is a non-terminating, non-recurring decimal, non-repeating decimal. So here the value is not repeating, but here it is, the value is repeating 1 1 1 1 so on. So this is about the first problem in the exercise 1. The next one is to find the rational numbers between some given numbers. So the first one is 2 by 2 and 3. So it is easy to identify a number between two numbers. For example, if we want to identify a number between 1 and 10, we can write, we know a large set of numbers, that is 2 to 8, everything lies in between these two numbers. But coming to this value from 2 and 3, simply I will give an example. For finding out the value between 1 and 9, we can add them and we can divide it with 2. So definitely it lies in between that both numbers. That is 1 plus 9 by 2 gives you 10 by 2, that is 5. Definitely this 5 lies in between 1 and 9. So simply here also we will find out a rational number by adding this and by dividing it with 2. So our first question is 2 and 3. So by adding this 2 and 3 and dividing it with 2, we will get an answer as 5 by 2, which is a rational number that lies in between these two rational numbers. Now coming to the second one, the question is find a rational number between 1 by 4 and 1 by 2. So again I am adding these both rational numbers 1 by 4 and 1 by 2 and dividing it with 2. So I will get the value as 3 by 8. Here the 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 is, the LCM is 4, and here it is 1, and here it will be 2. So 1 plus 2, that is 3 by 4 into 1 by 2 gives me 3 by 8. This is the rational number that is lying between these two rational numbers 1 by 4 and 1 by 2. Coming to the third one, first we have to convert this into a normal fraction from mixed fraction. So this 3 by 3 will become 3 into 3, 9 plus 1, 10 by 3, and this one, this 3 2 by 3 will become 3 into 3, 9 plus 2, 11 by 3. Again, by adding these two values, 10 by 3 plus 11 by 3 gives me 21 by 3, that is 7. And by dividing it with 2, we will get a number 7 by 2, which lies between these two numbers. The final question is root 4 by 9 and root 2. Find the number between root 4 by 9 and root 2. So, here comes another logic. Here the root 4 by 9 value is 2 by 3 and root 2 value we already know that is 1.414, so on. And by dividing this 2 by 3 we will get a non-terminating decimal, that is 0.6666, so on. So here in the previous example which I have given, find the number between 1 and 9, we can answer it directly that it can be 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Similarly here the value lies between 0.666 and 1.4142. So definitely we can give it as 1. So 1 lies between these two numbers. So 1 by 1, that is a rational number which lies between root 4 by 9 and root 2. Similarly, we can do this operation, that is by adding the numbers and by dividing it with 2, the number lies in between these two numbers, or by identifying like this, easily we can find out the rational number between any two numbers. Now coming to the third question, represent a real number on a number line. So representing these real numbers, we already learned the representation of numbers on the number line, but coming to these real numbers, here the question is 5 by 2. So now first divide this 5 by 2. Divide this 5 with 2. So I will get the coefficient as 2, remainder as 1. And the divisor here is 2 and dividend is 5. So mark these values. Now since the quotient is 2 and the remainder is not 0. So this value is greater than 2. This value is greater than 2. And since the remainder is only 1, this value is less than 3. So the value of this 5 by 2 lies between 2 and 3. We got some information, that is the value lies between 2 and 3. So now write these 2 and 3 with as a rational numbers. Since this is in the form of 5 by 2, make these numbers are also as rational numbers with denominator 2. So for making this 2 as a rational number with denominator 2, I will multiply this 2 with 2 and divide it with 2. So I will get a value of 4 by 2. And similarly with 3, I multiply it with 2 and divide it with 2. I will get a value of 6 by 2. So now the value of 4 by 2 is 2 and the value of 3 is 6 by 2. So now we can mark 2 and 3 on the number line. We already learnt it. So now I marked the value of 2 and 3 on this number line, which is 4 by 2 and 6 by 2. So now this is 4 by 2 and this is 6 by 2. So we can mark 5 by 2 easily. That will be at the center of these two values. So here it will be 5 by 2. This is how we will represent real numbers on the number line. Thank you and subscribe for more videos.